Yeah, let's go. Bing, bong, boom.
Retro J, you so crazy. Retro J, you so crazy.
Everybody on the last time a lot of people did. To be a
I don't like that. I gotta record that clip. Oh, I downed him.
This is me is no longer. The off-season pod is here.
That was a great intro by you two. And that was, you guys have been doing it for a minute, so.
Hey, let's go. Bing, bong, boom. It's Mr. Worldwide when I step in the room. I'm a hustler, baby. You already know it's your boy, Big 38. And I'm here. Y'all thought I was done, but I'm back. I had to do some time and reflect and really dive into what I truly want this podcast to be about. Mike Seabrook got on my behind talking about, hey, we gotta have a purpose. What are we here for? What are we trying to get across? And that's what I did during this time. And with that being said, I would like to say, This Is Me is no longer. The off-season pod is here. We're gonna be diving in. Just like we were in This Is Me, but I felt like the name has to really reflect on what we actually talk about. And we're not just talking about me, we're talking about the guests, off season and purpose, anything that has to do with it. And then we also talk about our sports, obviously, because I'm a sports guru. Not guru, but, I love my sports. I guess you could call me a guru, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But I felt like the change of the name was needed. We have the off-season network, but I felt like the off-season podcast is what I truly believe in and truly are trying to get across, that we as professional athletes are more than what we do during the season. We have more to offer to the world, more to offer to our families, and more to, just to anyone who wants to know. So that's kind of where the off season is going to go. It's going to go interviews about people, a little bit about what they do on a day-to-day basis. We got some good guests lined up for here in Cali. I'm here in Cali right now. We got palm trees outside, so, good vibes. And then we also got, our regular, I'm going to dive into, teachers, principals, everyday people that, they have an off season too. What do they do on their weekends? That's their off season. So I feel like that is the purpose of this podcast, to let people know, give people the spotlight, the atmosphere to tell their story, tell their why, tell what they do every day and why they do it, what they do outside of their every day-to-day job, and why do they do that? What's their motive for choosing that activity, or why do they do motivational speaking? Like, what do they believe in? Because I feel like that truly shows you the character of a person, of what they do when nobody's looking and what they do with their free time. And it's really been harping on me to really figure out what I actually want to do. I went to school for broadcast journalism, so I feel like this is my safe space of, talking in front of a camera, into a mic, and just recording and speaking my mind about what I want to. And then also with my, teammates, giving them the chance to, you go into podcasts and what do they ask you? Oh, who do you think is going to be the starter? Or who do you think this? Who do you think that? But how about asking, what was your experience like here, and how did that change you as a person, and what you do outside of football, or what do you do outside of your sport, or what do you do outside of your norm? So I feel like giving athletes, professionals, anybody who is a professional at what they do, the opportunity to express that and show people they're more than just what they do on their day-to-day job. Because I own a gym, Limitless Fitness, going on 3 years now. We started during COVID, for those who don't know. We started with one little building, 1,200 square feet. Now we're into a 3,500 square foot facility, 30 yards of turf. We got multiple classes, multiple great trainers. Shouts out to our great trainers. We got Bree, who's our team lead. We got Joey, who's our facility manager. We got Lachey Fisher, true appreciative of Lachey. She stepped into a good role as our sales rep. Then we got our other trainers, our athlete trainer, Sam. Sam's a Rutgers guy who really dives into the lifting portion of the athletes. And then we got some new trainers. Chrissy, who's new to our team. She's going through probation right now. Calvin, one of the greatest minds that we've met in this, field of starting a gym. You know, and then you got James who's coming on board. We got a lot of great people who are trying to impact people's lives, and Tawana, who always brings the energy, who's always there to, brighten the day, brighten someone's day, and grind it out. I truly appreciate all of them for handling their handle when we're not there, and so we can make Limitless the best thing possible. So that's one of my businesses, and then starting my own 7-on-7 team, Team Holcomb, where we're going to be focusing on not only 7-on-7, but bringing the light to college and showing kids that if you don't go D1, your life is not over. Taking them to different places. If we go to Maryland, I want them to take them to not just University of Maryland, but go down to Howard, drive down to Howard, go to these different HBCU schools, D3, D2, D1, whatever it is, because showing them that, giving them an experience that most kids can't get unless they get the offer. But no, if we get that dude who's going to Alabama, okay, we all going. We're all going with him, So those kids that might not go D1, they still get that experience of like what a D1 kid would go through and how it looks, the campuses, because that is truly an experience I was grateful enough to experience, going to these big schools and seeing how they treat you and how good you have it. And also just mentoring them, making sure their grades are right, making sure that we have not only the best kids on the field, but also the best kids in the community and in the classroom. So that's what the Team Holcomb is going to stand on. My sister, Amari Hartsfield, big dog, she's director of operations for the team. I got some great coaches. Michael Carey is going to be DB coach. Coach Gibbs, he's a St. John, Montville offensive coordinator. He's going to be my second in charge outside of me. We got Stephen Cole, who's going to be our DB linebacker coach. We got Sylvester, who's going to be our DB coach. And then we got John, who's going to be our kind of like our intern. John has a great mind, went to Rutgers, is now going to Montclair for grad school, and it also has some eligibility left. So just giving him the opportunity to learn from some coaches that have been in the game for a little bit, I think will be beneficial to him. And I truly appreciate those guys for diving in and really helping me create something that I feel like can last a long time and start with one team. And eventually we might have different age groups, follow them all the way to college, and they come back and give back to those kids who were in their shoes, who are in their shoes now. So I truly appreciate it. That's another one. And then I have the podcast where I can truly be myself and truly just talk about anything and talk about life and talk about anything that I want to, because you get caught up in this life of being an athlete, and sometimes you're scared to say things on certain topics, or nobody asks you how you feel on a topic. That's what this is for me, is being able to express how I really feel. And at first, when I first started doing podcasts, I was kind of scared, still scared about how people would perceive me talking on the camera. Like, would they say me, oh, he's cocky, or is he this? It's truly none of the above, because I feel like this is something I'm passionate about. I went to school for it. I went to school for broadcast journalism, but talking in front of a mic is something I've always done as a kid, because I feel like I can express myself very well and help others express themselves by asking them different questions and asking them, questions that dive into deeper topics. That's where I feel like I have grown as a podcaster, being able to ask those questions that get people to talk about an experience that people want to know about, that you might not hear, you might not know, but by listening, you get to see firsthand of like, oh, I didn't know that about that person. And that's what this is about. And then, I got my cousin Kenny behind the camera, K Royalty, big dog, King Kenny. I could truly say he has grown as a person and grown into this role of being my digital media specialist, of, taking the pictures, doing everything, capturing the moments that we're trying to do, and it's not just for me, it's for the people I'm doing it for. Like when we go to schools and we talk to kids, he's capturing a moment of them smiling, the videos of me talking, and just seeing the special moments is something that I truly appreciate from him. Is, his commitment to what we're doing right now is going to be a lifetime thing. And, bringing someone that is Ken and bringing someone that is your family on with you and not just a random person is special to me, because it truly means something to me that I can help family get to where they want to get to. And if it's the littlest thing, it means a lot to me. So I appreciate him and all the hard work. And also, I appreciate Mike Seabrook, my sister. Mike has opened up doors and has got me in rooms and has elevated my mindset in so many different ways, that I truly appreciate him. And then my sister, who just puts up with everything. Me texting her because I'm on the West Coast at 1 o'clock in the morning. In the morning, she answers it right away. She's always asking me questions, keeping me engaged on what's going on. So I truly appreciate her. And, the last person I truly appreciate is my mother and my father. The two people that, instilled in me that you have to be a great person no matter who's looking. If you're great to the janitor, you'll be great to the CEO. So that's something that truly my parents have instilled in me, and I truly appreciate them to this day, because I still stand by the morals and the stuff that we grew up on, and how to respect elders and all these different things. And I feel like that's helped me stay in the profession I am in today, by just respecting my coaches, respecting the game, respecting, cafeteria people, because those are the people that matter. Those are the people who are trying to help me grow as an athlete. But yeah, the off season is going to be about a lot of things. It's going to be a lot of diving into deep topics, and I feel like that's truly something that I'm ready for at this point. No matter what people think, I'm gonna have my opinions, and I'll talk about it. And sometimes people are scared to talk about things, and I am truly at a position that I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go full force, and I'm gonna be committed. I'm gonna do it for a long time, and I feel like I have the great team to bring the great topics. And what do people want to hear? What do they want to, what should I talk about? What should I stay away from? And there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of great episodes. There might be some not so great, but I'm truly here to grind through those bad ones and make those bad ones eventually great ones. So that's the off season. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate, everyone who has a hand in making this possible. And you already know it's your boy Big 38 signing out.
Thank you.